Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The search is over. The most comprehensive oval scoring solution is here. Featuring oval playoffs, adjust drivers per round, custom number of rounds, custom playoff points, provisionals, optional win and you're in, custom playoff displays, rookie championships, optional minimum participation, and load those results in seconds. Visit extremescoring.info today.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
RICMOTECH, high-performance sim racing equipment. There's only one place to go, RICMOTECH.com.
The following is an All-Star 15 TV production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight is round number 7 from Richmond Raceway for the XMS RICMOTECH Xfinity Series. I'm AJ Capola. Joining me in the broadcast booth, the wonderful Mike Campiggio.
AJ, how are you doing tonight? Everybody watching at home, how y'all doing tonight? And we're here, AJ, to do some short track racing in the Commonwealth Band of Virginia.
Yeah, last night, if you missed it, we had a barn burner event at Knoxville Raceway with the Truck Series. But now it's the Xfinity Series turn at Richmond Raceway. We're looking at a 190-lap race, 142.5 miles. The stage is at lap 70. They can get about 100 laps on a fuel run, and they do have 5 sets of tires in the pits. Mike, as we've been watching qualifying right now and then practice earlier, they look like they are in a lot of loose trouble out on the racetrack.
Oh, they do, AJ. We saw a few drivers, Nate Orlowski and a couple others, Bryce Senzak. They both spun out in practice. So these guys are going to be really fighting these machines, especially if we get a long green flag run, because Richmond is notorious here over the last couple years to give us some long green flag runs.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get some of those long green flag runs. But, Mike, I see that we've had a couple previous Richmond races here at the XMS RICMOTECH Xfinity Series. Why don't you run through what we've seen in the past?
Yes, let's do that, AJ. Let's go back to season 19, which was last season. It was race number 3 on the season. They had 8 leaders for 16 lead changes in that race. That race, though, had 13 cautions for 68 laps. Pole was won by Scott Ramler. Winner was Justin Oplinger, who led 10 laps. But the most laps led in that race was Alan Dobbs at 59. Then we're going to go back a couple seasons in the past. Season number 16. This was also race number 3 on the season. This race had 3 leaders for 5 lead changes. 18 cautions for 86 laps in that race. The pole was Gary Sexton. And the winner was also Gary Sexton, who led 85 laps in that race.
Yeah, so it looks like this track is very difficult for some drivers. But let's talk about our series points, both team and drivers. Let's start off with the team points. Primetime Motorsports with 622, Spartan Esports with 532, Warrior Enterprise at 510, Royalty Motorsports with 267, ACR with 193, Southern Havoc Racing with 165, and Gillen Motorsports at the bottom with 33. Let's jump over to those points, driver points. Bryce Senzak with 312, Alan Fox with 295, Joe Torres with 286, Paul Irva with 264, Michael Thwaites with 259. That is your top 5. We are in round 7, Mike. We're just inching closer to the playoffs. Some of these drivers are looking very pretty, while some of them are in a very close battle when you get towards that cut line.
Yes, AJ, looking here toward the cut line, you got Josh Vidal, who's only, 8 points above the cut line. Dennis Ansman's on the cut line. Adam Capps just outside the cut line. Zimmer's outside the cut line. Robinson's a little bit further back than he'd probably like to be at this stage. So, yeah, we got some drivers that are going to be doing some points racing over the next few weeks as we get closer to that regular season finale.
Yeah, and you speak about Adam Capps being that just under the cut line. Right now, he is the fastest in qualifying with just about 2.5 minutes remaining. Here's our pole sitter, Bryce Senzak.
I was going to say, with Richmond notoriously, AJ, you're going to want to qualify well. You can get clean air at Richmond, and you'll be setting sail. It's hard to pass. That's another thing. It's hard to pass here at Richmond.
Out of turn 4 to complete the qualifying run, Senzak is good for 4th. Vidal good for 5th.
Here comes Daniel Krim. He's going to get the green flag in his first lap.
And he will finish qualifying just as it ends. Pretty nice and smooth for that 47 as he's going to send it down into turn 3 and 4. Daniel Krim, good for 6th. Kyle Zimmer, his first lap, good for 15th. That 47 looks really smooth. Might not be the fastest, but really, really smooth. And his second lap is good for P2, right behind Adam Capps, and Kyle Zimmer will go P11.
And that should do it for qualifying there, AJ. I don't see anybody else out on the track right now.
The only one we have left is Joshua King, and he does not have enough time. So with qualifying basically over, we are going to step away momentarily. When we return, we'll give you the starting lineup before we get round number 7 at Richmond Raceway for the XMS RICMOTECH Xfinity Series underway. Let's get our pole sitter up here. Mike, if you would be so kind and pull Adam Capps to the broadcast booth. The driver of the number 2 Toyota Supra, Adam Capps, with the pole here this evening. Dude, how does it feel? You are giving yourself a very hard charge towards these playoffs and to get yourself into the playoffs.
I was shocked that I got the pole. I was like, oh man, I got the pole. Look at that. I'm not going to probably stay up here. I mean, I'll pull a Shane Wolf and wreck it before on lap, you know. But it's nice to be up here for once.
Hey, I'm just happy we get to talk to you. And in your, well, those are Nick's colors for me, but the Elite Entertainment number 2 Toyota Supra.
Yeah, I just chose some random colors for this week. I didn't even really have... I was like, hey, I'm going to change it up. Try something different.
All right, dude. Well, good luck tonight. Hopefully we get to talk to you later. I know you're not very optimistic about it, but, you know, hey, stuff can happen.
Right? Yeah, hopefully we have a good day. We're going to try.
All right, dude. Thank you for coming and talking with us, and congratulations on the poll.
Thanks.
All right, Mike. Well, let's run down the starting lineup real fast this evening. As you guys just heard, Adam Capps on the pole. Outside pole, the number 47 of Daniel Krim. In row 2, you have Alan Fox and Michael Thwaites. Row 3, Bryce Senzak and Josh Vidal. Caleb Lamb and Joe Torres in row 4. And rounding out that top 10 in row 5, Paul Irvin, Nate Orlowski. Mike, take us the rest of the way.
All right, AJ. In 11th place, we got Kyle Zimmer. In 12th place, Gary Wells. In 13th, Taylor Bertram. 14th is Joshua Gillian. In 15th is Michael Robinson. 16th, Kyle Miller. 17th, Connor Coleman. And rounding out the field tonight at 18th is Joshua King.
All right. Like we said earlier, it's going to be a long and grueling race. Short tracks normally are. But I'm excited to see what we got. Only 2 Toyotas in the field and only 2 Fords in the field.
See how manufacturers are going to play with each other tonight, because that's been a big story here in the world here the past few days, AJ.
Absolutely, especially if somebody gets told to pull over or not.
I mean, we are at the racetrack where it said, I think my arm's itching.
Oh, geez. What was that, Clint Boyer?
It was Clint Boyer in 2013.
You know, you and Gary both. I don't know how you guys do it. You're like encyclopedias for NASCAR. Granted, I'm like that with baseball, but different story.
I think we should hit the people at home with some picks, because we got some people in the chats putting their picks in the chat. We got Cody Kepner going with Adam Caps tonight, and he also said that Gary Wells for Dark Horse. But for the folks at home, I'm going to take Alan Fox, who's going to be starting P3. What about you, AJ?
Yeah, I took, I guess, a dark horse pick. Paul Irvin, who is starting in that, I think, 9th position. And it looks like Joshua King is not making the start of tonight's race.
That's a bummer for Josh.
Well, Adam Caps, you see him in the 2, the 47 of Daniel Krim, the 73 of Alan Fox, the 12 of Michael Thwaites. It's going to be a fun one, everybody. This is going to be a difficult racetrack for these drivers. Well, let's check what we have for the weather here this evening. Well, we got a track temperature of 67 degrees. It is cloudy out, and it is an absolute gorgeous evening for the people in the stands with a 66 degree of it's just gorgeous, Mike. I can't believe we're in November and we're getting nights like this. Today, during the day, it was 80 degrees, and I couldn't believe it.
And we got that time change too, and it's like we get dark pretty quickly here, so you have days like that when it's nice outside. Oh, you better take advantage of it if you can.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was getting out of the office, and I was like, where'd the sun go? What time is it? Is it like midnight or something? But here we go. Pace car is about to jump the pit road. There it goes. Adam Caps waiting for Barney the Flagman, and there it is. Green flag in the air. Round 7 is a go.
These guys are going to be tiptoeing here through turns 1 and 2. This first lap, ice cold tires. Easy to spin out off of turn 2 or turn 4, especially on cold tires.
Alan Fox already looking for P2 out of turn 4. He might actually get it here. He's got the 47 clear, and it looks like Daniel Krim is stuck on that outside lane.
Yeah, it looks like Bryce Sensak's trying to... Oh, Alan Fox, hang on. That was almost race ender right there. Save.
And good for him for saving it and not collecting anybody else. You're going to have that until these tires get some heat in them.
Oh, yes. You see, he's going to send it in there, AJ. He's going to be like, I'm going to try this again.
Daniel Krim still in P2, but we're going to drop it back to Kyle Zimmer. He's in the 25 Hendrick Cars Chevy Camaro underneath the Josh Vidal Hutch PC number 26. So far, everything's looking so good. I think we've only seen Alan Fox get really, really squirrely. Everybody else has been taking it easy. And for the most part, we are relatively single file outside of people trying to make passes. As we see one right here, the 73 and the 77.
I think everybody's just trying to get in line here, get some heat in these tires, and prepare yourself, because it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a long run here to start this race.
Oh, I like long runs because that sets up strategy beautifully. We are going to lap 70 for the stage and then 190 after that. These cars can go 100 laps on a tank of fuel, but Mike, you've raced Richmond more recently than I have. How fast are they going to want tires?
Oh, AJ, you're going to be wanting tires 15 to 20 laps into this run. You're going to be coming over the radio and be like, I want tires, and the crew chief's going to tell you, like, we're not in the fuel window yet.
Sorry, sir, you're going to have to stay out for quite a while.
Yeah, and the crew chief's gonna be in there like, we're not in the fuel window yet. If we want to split up the stage, give me a few more laps here, and then we'll make that decision.
But Senzak in second. Oh, caution out on the field. Taylor Bertram.
Oh, Taylor
is around on the backstretch. Let's see what we have here. You see the 22 of Robinson. It looks like the 5 just gets loose, and then the 22 nowhere to go.
Yeah, nowhere to go right there. Now we'll see if any of these guys are going to pull off a little bit of strategy here.
On board with Robinson, and actually I say that, it looks like Robinson just gets into the left rear of him and spins him.
And he just apologized over the radio, saying that was on him.
Well, first caution of the evening, brought to you by Elite Entertainment LLC. All cautions on the channel are brought to you by Elite Entertainment. 10 laps on the board. But other than that, really fast. Mike, we saw how fast these cars single-filed out for the most part. When do you think we're going to see these drivers really start to try to make these passes, or are we seeing these drivers just try to get to lap 70 and then hard charge the rest of the way?
AJ, I think it's kind of up to however they feel inside those race cars right now. Just seeing what type of grip that they have and what confidence they have on a long run or short run. So I think it's really going to depend on who you are.
And it looks like, for the most part, everybody, not everybody, it looks like we have Michael Thwaites, Daniel Krim, Alan Fox, and Kyle Miller all hitting pit road.
Maybe they'll come in for some fuel. I don't think they would take tires. Maybe they would.
Well, they had Daniel Krim had a 15-second stop. Kyle Miller had a 14.5-second stop. Michael Thwaites with a 6-second stop.
Now, Thwaites probably either took fuel only or 2 tires, and the other ones probably took 4. So we got a little bit of early strategy call here, which is good to see. Now, these boys, I was going to say real quick, if these boys took 4 tires, well, they should be mulling through the field here over the next 20 laps.
Really? Just with 10-lap fresher tires?
I mean, Richmond eats up tires pretty quickly, so it's a track known to, you get a tire advantage, you can make moves.
All right. Well, you heard it here first from Mike Piggio from the broadcast booth. Tires are going to be a premium. I can't wait to see the difference because, Thwaites is going to be fast. Daniel Krim is shown to be fast. And same thing with Alan Fox. Kyle Miller is plus 2 positions. He started in that 16th spot. He's up to 14th, so he's going to have a little bit more to show before we can call him a front runner this evening. Going to be getting the 1 to go this time by. You can see them already getting ready for a double wide restart. There go the lights off on the iRacing pace car. Thank you to all our sponsors in the descriptions. You can check them out. The Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast, the Wrestling with Nerds podcast, the All-Star Sports Resort Report. Wow.
Whoa. Come on. That's my podcast and Gary's podcast. Come on, AJ.
Thinking of something else for a second. My brain literally went click.
It's been one of those days, right? It's been one of those days.
Yeah, I am running on about 2 hours of sleep. Because some of us stayed up to ungodly hours in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Green flag back in the air. Adam Capps with a really good launch. And he's going to have first place by a couple car lengths. And Senzak get a really nice run out of 2. Kyle Miller with a really nice run off the inside. He's going to cover the spot.
Yeah, he's got those 4 fresh tires on that 6 machine. He's making some moves here. See how fast he can get through the rest of these guys in front of him.
Kyle Miller with a nice looking number 6 Chevy Camaro.
Oh yes, very good looking paint scheme this week.
Also, you have the 12 of Michael Thwaites on the inside of the 69 of Nate Orlowski. Nate was trying to find any bit of grip he can in practice. We saw him spin out multiple times. Right now, he's doing a pretty good job holding on to it.
He had a very good qualifying effort too, the top 10. So I mean, he's hanging around there tonight, which is good to see.
It just looks like it's a roadblock for the 12 and the 6 with fresher tires.
Yeah, and Kyle, now he's going to split the middle here. We're going to have 3 wide off the corner here.
Oh, and then Nate gives them a little bit of leeway there. Caleb Lamb on the outside. He has been stuck for the majority of this race early on. He has been stuck on that outside. And he's just going backwards.
That's what he was doing last night, too, in the dirt race there for a little bit last night. So hopefully he can bounce back tonight.
That 77 was scary fast, though. Caleb Lamb was doing a really good job. See the 48 of Paul Irvin.
And we got 3 wide again. Here comes the fresh tires of Kyle Miller sliding in there.
Right underneath the 26 of Josh Vidal. And the 27 of Gary Wells, he's going to pop the wall. And here comes Alan Fox as well. He's going to get underneath the 26.
The 26 is going backwards right now on this run.
Yeah, Josh Vidal minus 3 spots, about to be minus 4. Yeah, Mike, absolutely correct with your prediction with these 10-lap fresher tires. Absolutely, you were correct. I didn't think it was gonna be worth that much, but Kyle Miller, since we've gone green, he's already up to 6th place.
He's looking for more, too, because he's inside Paul Irvin here in 1 and 2. Going to make this pass look pretty easily, but Paul's going to hang up there on that outside line.
Yeah, Paul will probably give it to him relatively soon. It's early. He knows the 6 has fresher tires. Unless something happens, Kyle Miller should be able to get the pass done.
And you want to get these passes done as quick as you can because you hit that crossover point where the tires even out with the guys that stayed out, the guys that came in and pitted. You hit that crossover point, and the good use of those tires that you had on, they're gone.
Now, what is that number? Like, what are we looking at? About 15, 20-ish laps?
I would say 15, 20, even 25 laps.
All right. All right, now it's still working for that 6. And the rest of them. 2 of them that really it hasn't worked out for, and I think it has to do with where they're catching traffic, is Michael Thwaites and Daniel Krim. They're only up 2 and 3 spots, respectively. While you have Kyle Miller is up almost 10, probably 11. And he's top 4 right now as he's getting by the 29 of Joe Torres.
I tell you one thing, AJ, a lot of these guys, what they're seeing out of that 6 machine, they're like, oh, okay, I know what I'm going to do later in the race. Make that as a mental note.
Oh, yeah, absolutely you're going to make that as a mental note. Especially if we get a late race caution. But up front, 27 laps on the board, Adam Capps with almost a second lead over Bryce Senzak as he's going to pop the wall in the 09 out of 2. That was a great lap by the 09. Two tenths faster than Adam Capps. Yeah, and the 25 of Kyle Zimmer was over 3/10 faster than leader Adam Capps. But here comes the 6 to the inside of the 25.
Alan Fox is trying to keep up with that 6 because he's inside of Paul Irvin, just a couple cars behind the 6. So Alan Fox is trying to keep that 6 in that window in front of him.
Woo! Whoa! I don't know if you caught that with the 6, but coming off a 2, he was super loose.
He's trying to use all the good up in these tires that he can.
Now he's gotten it all the way up to 3rd. Joe Torres is trying to stop the bleeding. He got all the way up to the P3, but slowly starting to move backwards. Now he's in 5th, and he's got Alan Fox running him down. As we're going to take a high atop look brought to you by the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. This is how spread out everybody is for the most part. From first all the way to the last car on the lead lap is just about 7 seconds from Adam Capps to Connor Coleman.
Taylor Bertram, who's the first car lap down, is really hoping for a caution so he can get back on the lead lap before the leaders get to the end of the pack and start lapping people.
Yeah, and honestly, everybody's doing a good job. It takes about 23 seconds to get around Richmond Raceway. And from 1st to 15th, it's only 7 seconds. And we've been green for about 15. As hello the pack, Adam Capps has a mirror full of Miller, Senezak, and Zimmer. There goes the 6.
Oh no, he's in the wall. Capps is in the wall.
Both of them. Now we've seen that before with the 6. Where he gets very excited when he's making a high-profile pass and just obliterates the wall.
We got 4 5 cars under a blanket now because of that, and he might have a little bit of too much damage where it's going to affect him right now.
Yeah, we're on board with the 6 of Kyle Miller, who's up 15 positions.
Yeah, he's got problems, because here comes Adam Capps right by him again.
Yeah, Adam Capps' hit wasn't that bad. That 6 obliterated the outside wall.
And you got to think about it too, AJ. You're on fresh tires. You got it. You're going to clear these guys. No need to push it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I wonder if he just gets really excited that he's got the point, he's got the lead, and just, I want to make the pass, need to make the pass, and steps on it a little too hard.
Now all that work that he did to get up to where he's at, now this continues for the next 30 laps before we get to the stage caution. He's going to methodically move to the back, is what I'm thinking.
He doesn't have a meatball, correct? Oh!
I don't think so, but he almost did right there.
Anything over comms?
No, sir. Nothing over comms.
Look at the damage to the right front of the 6.
Yeah, that splitter is off the ground, too. You can tell in the right front corner that splitter's hiked up.
You know, good for him for really, really hanging in there. If you don't have a meatball, don't pit, because you know he's...
he just put Bryce in the wall. He just put Bryce in the wall.
Honestly, I'm a broadcaster. I have no clue what he's going through right now. Outside of what I hear, but I think he just needs to calm down, regroup, and just put his head down. And he's in the wall again.
Boy, that move off of turn 2 looked like Denny Hamlin putting Kyle Busch in the turn 2 wall in the All-Star race in 2010.
Again, how do you do that?
Because I've been watching racing since 2001, when I was 3.5.
And you remember every race? As we have a battle for the lead brewing, Adam Capps and Alan Fox.
Just depends on the race, AJ. Some races I don't want to remember, depending on my favorite driver.
I feel that. Like the Brickyard race, but with Jeff Gordon, Paul Menard.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Go get him, Jeff.
Alan Fox to the inside here for the lead.
I think we've hit that point right here on 43 that the tires have equaled out just enough to where Adam Capps can defend effectively. But great job for the 73, making it all the way up to P2 and just a challenge for the lead.
Yeah. Yes, very impressive, because now it looks like Adam Capps is... I think he's got a little bit of an advantage now with that outside line, because he's really making that second lane really work.
Yeah, Oh, the 6 hard in the wall again.
And Bryce Senjak got sent up the racetrack. Gary Wells said, "Excuse me, pardon me, coming through, gotta go." Well, these boys are, these boys ain't saving any tire right now.
No, not at all. Not at all, Mike. And they're going to lap 70. We know they can make it on fuel. And with it being a short track, I don't think we were going to see anybody pit under a green flag at all, unless you pop the wall too hard and get a meatball. Yes, we have a 3-car battle for the lead right now. Glad to have you all watching with us. You're watching All-Star 15 TV's broadcast of the XMS RICMOTECH Xfinity Series, Round 7 from Richmond Raceway. Check out all our channel sponsor links in the descriptions. Come chat with us. Chat room is open, and there's the pass for the lead, 73 to the inside.
Now Joe Torres is knocking in here like, "I'm here, boys. Look at me."
Joe Torres very smart, trying to fill the hole. Adam Capps has been the class of the field. At least for Adam Capps.
Oh, he's in the wall.
At least for that number 2, he knows he's got a good car for 45 laps before the tires start to fall off.
Yeah, he just needs to keep it clean. Don't keep hitting the wall. Keep it nice and clean. You know, get a good stage finish here. Get some stage points. Get a good pit stop and hammer down for the second half of the race.
So there's your race leader, the 73 of Alan Fox. Then just 7 seconds back. Everybody, for the most part, is only about a couple tenths off of each other. And with me saying that, Connor Coleman's only 8 seconds back now. When we checked 20 laps ago, he was only 6 seconds back.
Well, Taylor Bertram better hope that we get to the stage caution first.
Yeah. As Kyle Zimmer looking to the inside of the 25.
And Joe Torres is inside of Alan Fox for the lead off of turn 2.
Are we really seeing these cars start to be able to move up the racetrack effectively?
Oh, I think we're going to see that, because what it seems like in real life, these guys run all the way against the wall, all the way to the yellow line on the bottom in real life. So, I mean, we're fitting right in that.
That never was the actual line. Even, what, 10 years ago it wasn't the line?
No, it was not.
And there's the pass for the lead. The 73 goes all the way up towards the wall. He's going to have a nice run down the front stretch, but Joe Torres leads that lap 53 on the board.
Well, we got a gaggle of cars here to turn 1. 3 wide, now back to 2 wide.
Holy cow.
Yeah, these boys are, this is looking, a wreck looking for a place to happen as they go 3 wide. Looks like Adam Capps is coming to pit road, AJ. He's gonna say, "I'm gonna come to pit road under green."
That could be an issue.
We'll have to see.
He's gonna be fast as heck. We are looking at just about 0.8 a fall off over 30 laps, 35 laps since we've gone green. But he's gonna go multiple laps down here.
Let's see if he pulls out or if he got a damaged meatball or something.
There's your race lead. Joe Torres leading Alan Fox by 0.4. Then you have Kyle Zimmer 2 seconds back, and Adam Capps back out on the racetrack.
That's a very interesting strategy call. I'm kind of shaking my head at that right now. There,
Yeah,
AJ?
I don't know if I would have made that call.
I don't know, especially since we're 15 laps away from the stage.
Absolutely. I will say, loose though. He should get the Taylor Bertram. And put himself the last car, or first car 1 lap down. But as a lot of things, it should happen, doesn't mean it will.
The yellow changes everything at this point, too.
Yeah, the yellow puts him in a lot of hot water. Guys, we're checking this battle with Senezak and the 48 of Paul Irvin.
It's hard to tell 48 of Irvin and the 27 apart with those matching paint schemes right there tonight.
Yeah.
At one point, it's like, wait, is that Paul? Oh, no, it's Gary. Okay. And it's like vice versa. You know what I mean? It's like, who's who here?
I wish one of them had a different... Well, I guess
color
Gary
number?
has a white outline, while Irvin has a black outline.
Right.
But
It's like, where's Waldo?
the base number difference would help tremendously. As there's the 2 again. If he's got 3 seconds to Taylor Bertram,
He's got 10 laps to do it.
and he is a 1.5 seconds faster than that 5. And he's a second faster than the leader.
Now, is he going to stay out here at the stage too, or is he going to pit again? That's my thing, especially if you're taking the wave around.
I feel like you have to pit, because if you get the lucky dog, at least you tested something, and it didn't work.
That's true.
Senezak with Irvin to his outside. They are 2 by 2. You see the 47 red and black Chevy Camaro of Daniel Krim, and both All-Star Sports report Chevy Camaros right in line of each other. Adam Capps has made the pass.
And put him in the free pass position.
We are closing in really fast to the stage at lap 70. For everybody watching at home, hit that like button, subscribe, follow. If you're on TikTok, say hello. I'm pulling it up on my phone so I can see if anybody has been messaging. But we are just a couple laps away from clearing stage 1 and getting ready to go to 190.
Oh, trouble! Killed Lamb, hard on the wall. Vidal launches him in the air. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
That was a big one. And you'll see in a moment.
Oh, wow. The 26 just gets into... The 26 just looks like he gets on the gas a little earlier than the 77 expected. And there is a ton of damage to that 77.
And this is the stage, according to Race Control.
Wow, so Joe Torres is going to win the stage for round 7 at Richmond Raceway.
Yeah.
There goes the 2 getting his lap back.
I don't know what Josh was... I mean, he gassed that up pretty darn quick, if you ask me, in the middle of the corner. Second night in a row for Caleb Lamb having issues. And none of his own doing tonight.
I would 100% expect to see... Oh, no. Adam Capps is going to stay out. But because you get the lucky dog, you have to still start at the back, correct?
Yes.
At that point, I would just pit.
He's got a lot of these boys through first, and then he can pit, unless he pulls off now. But, in the meantime, should we talk to our stage winner before we get back green?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to interview him?
Yeah, let me bring him in here. Drag him in right now. And Joe Torres, it's Mike and AJ in the booth. You got us.
Yes, sir.
Man, stage 1 winner. Talk to me about your car, and talk to me about your chances for the rest of the way here.
Didn't expect the tire I just received after running that whole entire stage in this first set of tires, so I feel pretty good about it. The car was strong. It came in later on in the race in the long run, and then I'm just more in shell shock how the car responded.
Yeah, me and AJ were talking about it. We saw Kyle Miller and Alan Fox pass you guys with those fresh, tires, and then all of a sudden it seemed like it flip-flopped. Like the older tires became better than the new tires.
Yeah, I know. It was just a shock. I didn't in practice. We kind of figured that the old tires would be not as good as the freshie tires, but oh my goodness, it was kind of like a benefit of the doubt that we stayed out and got us a good position at least to finish the stage. So I'm even surprised that I even won the stage of how good that car was.
Well, we will let you get back at it as we're almost getting ready to go green here in about another lap or so, and hopefully we'll hear from you again later on tonight.
Absolutely. Did one of you guys pick me or no?
No, we did not. AJ and I did not pick you tonight. So you can prove you can prove us wrong though, and you're doing it so far. So that's a good thing.
It means you don't get the broadcasters.
Yes, you don't want that either.
That is true. You're right. Thank you guys.
Right,
appreciate y'all.
Have a good rest of your race, all right?
Absolutely.
For the second time this evening, we are under the Elite Entertainment caution flag. Mike, what do you got based off of what Joe Torres kind of was telling us?
Well, I think tires and tires and tires is going to be the game plan of the night. I think that's just going to be our talking points the rest of the way. Because I agree with him. That was very shocking to me how those older tires just all of a sudden flipped the script.
So we are half a lap away from going green. Joe Torres, our stage winner. Kyle Zimmer in the 25, who's outside. Then you have the 73 of Alan Fox, Paul Irvin, Senzak, Wells. Here we go, green flag in the air. Let's go all the way to 190. Right now, Mike, it's all about how well can you adjust to possibly another long run. And are you going to attempt to split the stage? Or are you going to go absolutely as long as you can? Put your crew chief hat on, Mike. What are you going to do?
If I was any of these drivers, I would probably split the stage, because what we've seen so far tonight, even with the long run, it seems like we're going to get a yellow toward the end of that long run. So you might as well either split the stage. Oh, and Taylor Bertram sideways and saved it again. He about hit the barrels at the end of pit road right there.
Oof.
But I mean, honestly, I'd split the stage. That's my personal opinion.
Daniel Krim in the 47 trying to get by the 27 of Gary Wells. Gonna check out our brand new roof cam. There's the 27. See how that outside lane just gets such a good run coming out of these turns. Mike, starting this second stage, what is a driver to watch?
You know, I'm kind of watching to see what that 6 machine of Kyle Miller, what he's going to do. He came down per road, probably got the damage fixed in that number 6 machine, and I'm very curious to see what he's going to do if he can get back to the front like he did the last run.
Yeah, for the most part, it looks like that right front has been buffed out, has been banged out, and he's back running really competitive laps to the race leader. He's just stuck in traffic.
Who are you looking forward the second half of this race there, AJ? Who are you keeping an eye on?
I'm really curious to see about that 09 of Bryce Senezek. You know, he's been right around that 4th to 2nd bracket. I don't know if he's just buying his time, but it looks like there's a lot more speed in that 09 and that he's just not showing all the cards yet.
As we are getting close to halfway in this race, we want to remind the folks at home where the XMS RICMOTECH series is going to be heading next week there, AJ?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to have to leave my credit cards and wallet home. We are heading to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That beautiful 1.5 mile racetrack all the way out in the desert. Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's been a while since I've called a race there. Mike,
it's gonna be nice, AJ, too. You're gonna have the trucks and the Xfinity cars back-to-back nights in Vegas. I will tell you all the good casinos to go to, so I will tell you the sights and sounds of the Strip when we're out there.
Yeah, you were out there, what, last year or the year before?
2 years ago at this point.
Has it really been 2 years? Jesus.
I know, right?
That's not fair.
But it'll be fun to get out to the desert.
Battle for the lead, the 73 of Fox had a run, but it looks like the 29 very, very strong, able to keep the 73 behind him.
Well, we said what Joe said to us in a few moments ago, that he's looking forward to a long run. It seems like that car gets better and better as we go along, so he's just got to hang on here as much as he can until that car gets in.
And the thing is, that 29 is fast now, which is scary. But if he says it's better after about 25 laps, I'd be worried if I was the field. Still watching this number 6 of Kyle Miller as you were taking a look at him earlier, Mike. Oh!
Whoa, hello. Nice save.
He started P16 tonight. He's in 8th now. And just a view of his lap time to the leaders. Last time by, a 22:47 for Torres. And Kyle Miller with a 22:67. And that's with him getting really loose out of 2.
Kyle Miller has his whole race tonight. He fits the ups and downs of any type of night that anybody else has had tonight.
And for everybody watching at home, the fastest lap for the race is a 22:02 by the number 2 of Adam Capps, who it looks like is finding out firsthand that his strategy play in stage 1 is not working out. He's back on that lead lap, but he's struggling back in that 13th position.
He's going to need a caution, what he's going to need at this point before this thing keeps
multiple
going.
of them. But up front, 29 of Torres, the 73 of Alan Fox. You have Kyle Zimmer in 3rd, 4th, Bryce Senezak. You're running out that top 5. It's Paul Irvin. You're watching All-Star 15 TV's broadcast of the XMS RICMOTECH Xfinity Series, round number 7 from Richmond Raceway. We will be right back.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The search is over. The most comprehensive oval scoring solution is here. Featuring oval playoffs, adjust drivers per round, custom number of rounds, custom playoff points, provisionals, optional win and you're in, custom playoff displays, rookie championships, optional minimum participation, and load those results in seconds. Visit extremescoring.info today.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
RICMOTECH high-performance sim racing equipment. There's only one place to go. RICMOTECH.com.
Thank you to all our sponsors. You can check them out in the description, but also check out our wonderful Dubby sponsorship right here on the channel. Dubby is a brand of energy drinks that are designed to be clean, flavorful, and focused on energy. Use code AS15TV to save 10% on all your orders. Visit dubby.gg to place it today. I currently just got 2 more new ones in the mail, a watermelon guava, and I think I got my wife a orange cream. She's enjoying it too. It definitely better than Monster and everything.
You just brought up, when you said orange cream, you just brought up an old Keen and Kill skit from a long time ago. If anybody watched Nickelodeon back in the 90s and early 2000s.
Jesus.
Do you remember the orange soda skit? Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you said orange cream, that reminded me of that skit.
Believe me, I remember. I used to watch Keenan and Kel like it was going out of style. Also thought it was funny when they would show his x-rays and his whole insides would just be orange.
Who likes orange soda?
But right now, just past halfway, just shy of 100, it's Joe Torres with Alan Fox, Bryce Senezek, Kyle Zimmer, and Paul Irvin, your top 5. It has been a absolute amazing race, but Mike, we have a little bit of something going on with the number 2 car. What happened?
Well, AJ, he came to pit road and he manually disconnected. I don't know what happened. I didn't see anything that he hit the wall or anything, so hopefully everything's okay with Adam Capps, but he is unfortunately done for the evening.
That's unfortunate. He was our pole sitter this evening. Had a very promising start of the race, but it looked like a pit strategy call put him back in the pack, and he just was not able to recover.
Seems like the boys are settling in here for a long green flag run as we're at 90 laps to go in the race. Very interested to see what's going to happen here over the next 20 laps or so, 25 laps or so, when these boys are going to decide to pit for tires. If they're going to pit, or maybe they're going to go as long as they want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. We pit at 65, and that was for the stage. And we went green right around 70. So yeah, Mike, you're hitting it right on the head. If we hit 120 and we haven't had pit stops yet, I'm going to be very surprised.
We are spread out now too. This is the most the field has been spread out the entire evening now, as we're over 30 laps into this run.
Yeah, here is the track map for everybody watching at home. That's where everybody is running, and we will highlight the leader for you on that track map. He's going to have the green circle around him. And for the most part... Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say Taylor Bertram has pitted, so I know he was a lap down, but he's the first one technically to pit.
Yeah, not as spread out as I thought we were going to be, but you could see the clusters of groups throughout the racetrack. The thing is with pit road here, Mike, how difficult is it to get on pit road and get down to that pit speed without locking up tires and possibly spinning out the car?
Oh, it's hard, AJ, especially because that pit road commitment line is in an awkward position in the middle of the corner. And especially if you don't get it well down, you could hit those barrels in the other pit road pretty easily. And if you don't get down to pit road speed, I mean, that commitment line, boom, pops up real quick. And actually, Taylor Bertram has disconnected, so he is done for the night as well.
Damn, we just dropped another car. We only have 14 on the racetrack, and 12 of them are on the lead lap.
At this rate, what we're going right now with the many cars that we have out there, yes, there's still a chance for a caution that may come out, but you're going to have to start attacking this race like this thing's going to go green all the way to the end.
Absolutely, Mike, knock on wood, because I'd really like to see some pit strategy and everything. We are on board with Daniel Krim. Here comes Gary Wells with an amazing run to the inside of the 47. Oh! You could see how Gary just wanted to get on the gas a little sooner, but with the 47 to his outside, had to be really careful about it. Josh Vidal in the 26 underneath the 22 of Mike Robinson.
And for as hard as he hit Caleb Lamb on that back end, that thing looks pretty.
Oh, as you say that, Caleb Lamb smacks the wall out of two. Excuse me, everybody. I have the hiccups.
That's an impressive looking 26 machine after he pile drive that 77 in the corner.
Yeah, the front end of that. I know we're at a short track, so aerodynamics isn't really a huge thing, but that front end is all caved in.
Oh, Robinson up the racetrack. He almost spun him right there. Oh, Caleb Lamb got in there way too deep.
That 22 is struggling right now.
He looks like he's a little bit too tight, is what he looks like he's dealing with. Looks like it's too tight going into the corner, and it's too loose off the corner.
Now, is that just tire wear, Mike, or is he just driving it a little weird on old tires?
I think it's just how he's driving it early in the run, and now it's, since we're so many laps on tires, this is kind of what can kill you.
But up front, Joe Torres leading Bryce Senizak by a second now. Then Senizak has a second and a half over Alan Fox, another second and a half over Kyle Zimmer, and then a half a second over Paul Irvin. That's your top 5, and you can see Paul now battling with the 47 of Krim, as Krim is putting down really good lap after really good lap, and right around what the leader's running. Actually, he was the fastest on the racetrack last time by, and it wasn't even close by about a tenth and a half. This time by, it was a little slower to Bryce Senizak, who had the fastest lap time.
Oh, AJ, we're getting close to the number that you said. You said about lap 120 here, so we'll see if anybody's gonna pop in down here on pit road.
They have to be coming soon, right, Mike?
I would think so. I mean, you could probably try to force it to 140, 145.
That would be crazy. I mean, but if everybody's doing the same thing, and you want to give a good shot at winning the race, you got to remember, it is win and you're in.
What will you do to get a win? That is the question.
I thought you were going to say Klondike bar for a second.
No, I was not. You hungry for some Klondike bars there, bud?
Dude, with how hot today was, that would have been awesome. That would have been nice. Either an original one or a mint chocolate chip one.
Ooh, mint chocolate chip.
Because we're still watching this battle for that 5th position.
Oh, we got trouble! Caleb Lamb, Josh Vidal, round 2.
And there is the caution.
Well, we see that from the beginning again.
Aren't they teammates?
No, they are not. Well, we know what happened earlier. Vidal drove it in 1 and 2 super deep and got the 77. So, yeah, let's roll this and see what happened here.
The 77 got off the turn way too well and didn't check up for the 26 that did not.
I mean, literally the same exact carbon copy, except early on in the race it was a little bit into turn 2. You asked me, AJ.
Does the 26 get loose before they even touch?
Let's take a look at this. A little bit, zoom in there. He slows up. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, no, they touch.
Yeah, but he slowed up a little bit off of turn 2.
And it is feeding time on pit road. And while these cars are on pit road for the 3rd Elite Entertainment caution, we're going to step away once again. We'll be right back, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The search is over. The most comprehensive oval scoring solution is here. Featuring oval playoffs, adjust drivers per round, custom number of rounds, custom playoff points, provisionals, optional win and you're in, custom playoff displays, rookie championships, optional minimum participation, and load those results in seconds. Visit extremescoring.info today.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
All right, under that elite entertainment caution for the third time this evening, pace car is away. Green flag in the air centers up with an amazing launch. That battle right now is for that second position, the 73 of Alan Fox and the 29 of Joe Torres. And even right behind him, Paul Irvin.
Oh, Michael Thwaites is around. Caution's out. Caution number 4.
Oh boy. See what we have here with Michael Thwaites. He just loses it.
Cold tires. Cold tires, turn 4. That's always the combo.
Yeah, well, it stinks, but nobody was collected. He didn't hit anything, and he's able to continue.
Yeah, and he didn't really damage the splitter or the undercarriage going through the grass, so he should be okay.
Yeah, that is always scary when you cut through the grass like that. We've seen it just tear up like the splitter and now even the diffuser.
Yeah, I mean, if that flipped over Tyler Reddick a couple weeks ago at Las Vegas, so... I was waiting for AJ to be like, you remember that?
No, we've already hit that a couple times.
Oh boy, AJ, are we going to get to that point in the race now where it's going to be cautions breed cautions?
I was very much hoping that wasn't going to be the next thing that came out of your mouth. But Vidal and Thwaites hitting pit road, most likely the 26 to repair as much damage as he can. The 12 trying to get new tires because he flat spotted those with Goodyear Eagles. And look at that on the 26. Holy cow, that front end has been completely fixed.
Yes. Good patchwork there by the crew members.
Yeah, I kind of wish we were able to see the crew members actually come over.
It'd be nice, right?
Right? There he goes. He's going to stay on the lead lap, and it looks like that 26 is a brand new race car.
Let's see how much speed he's going to have in it, too, because sometimes when it looks like it's a brand new race car, it could have still some damage that's not repairable.
Yeah, you're right with that. And when you're right, you're right.
It's not often, folks, but when I'm right, I'm right.
Gonna come around next time with the 1 to go. Mike, let's check where our picks are sitting. Who'd you get?
Well, I had Alan Fox, and Alan's been in the top 3 all evening long, so he's looking good here toward the end. What about you, AJ?
And I took the 48, started 9th. He's currently in that 5th position. He's been up towards the front, but once he got to about that 5th position, it's been very difficult to make any headway for that 48. I wonder if he's going to make any adjustments on that race car to try to propel him up towards the front. As I lied, we didn't get the one to go. Huh.
So close. But yet so far.
Just means we should get the one to go this time by. But chat room, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, follow. If you're on TikTok, hit that follow button as well. Glad to have you all with us. Looks like we have an amazing 12 people watching right now. It's always good to see some familiar faces in that Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch chat. But there it is. There is the one to go. That Zach is going to lead the field. Joe Torres to his outside. Alan Fox and Kyle Zimmer in row 2. Paul Irvin and Daniel Krim in row 3. Then you have the driver of the number 27, Gary Wells, and Mike Robinson moving into that 8th position. That's a good run for the 22 after some adversity earlier on in the race, battling back.
Green, green, green.
And there it is, green flag in the air. And the 09 hits the go pedal and is gone. Senezak with a really good first lap. 2.5 tenths lead over Joe Torres. We're going to drop it back just a little bit further as Gary Wells in that 27 is running a little bit of a different line through these turns. Like he's staying relatively towards that high of the low lane. Does that make sense, Mike?
It does, AJ. I know what you mean. He's kind of diamonding it, per se.
There he goes into turn 1. Very, very long delayed turn in, and he's just able to cut the wheel down and get a really nice straight exit off turn 2.
Oh, Paul Irvin about lost it off of 4 right in front of him.
That's going to open up the door for Daniel Krim. Don't know if that 47 is going to have the momentum to get there. Oh, Irvin's going to shut the door. And that killed all the momentum the 47 had.
Nope, Michael Thwaites is in the grass here in the tri-oval. No caution yet.
Oh, and there he goes again.
Oh, yeah, that got damaged this time. I don't think he's going to be wanting to listen to Flow Rider right round after this race.
No, sir. Kyle Miller battling with the 47.
They made a little contact there in the back straightaway. There's a little bit of a shake and bake right there.
A couple times. I don't know if that 6 is still unstable with handling, but it definitely looked like it as he kept bouncing back into the 47. Still watching this battle for the 7th position.
Oh! Contact.
And look at what that contact did. That 47 is completely off the 6 now.
I don't know if that was a shot to be like, hey, I'm faster than you, move out of the way, or I didn't appreciate that contact on the back straightaway.
I'd say it could be both. What's that taco shell commercial? Why not both?
Why not both?
Tacos. Shouldn't say that too loud. My wife will come running downstairs after the rough dash.
Ding! If only you could play the Taco Bell like little ding.
Senezak with a half a second lead over Joe Torres, and then a full second over Alan Fox. We are coming to just about 45 laps to go. And now this is where we're starting to see some separation. About 20 laps into the run.
These cars are going to change dramatically too if this stays green for the last 45 laps of this race. I mean, it seems like we've had the long run tonight, but we haven't had the notorious, like, 80 plus laps under green flag condition that type of run, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like just as we're about to start thinking, as these drivers are starting to think about green flag pit stops, we get a caution. Your closest battle, and I think you're about to mention it, was Mike Robinson closing in on the 47 at Daniel Cribb.
I was actually going to mention Michael Thwaites is done for the night. So no. mark another one done.
Started 4th and is going to end the night 14th.
So that means every car that we have out there is on the lead lap.
Yes. From Senezak to Connor Coleman is 7.5 seconds. Your fastest car on the racetrack was Joe Torres last time by with a 22.66. And as everything is changing, it switches to Alan Fox with a 22.72. So it seems like Senezak, Torres, and Fox just keep bunny hopping who's running the fastest lap on this run. Which we're going to slowly start to see completely go off a cliff. That 29 is just bad fast right now. He's just able to get in the turn so much better, but he loses a little bit on exit like.
He does. Joe's trying to get to that left rear corner panel, get some clean air on that left front so he can help turn the car underneath Price. And you may have to start considering running a different line.
Yeah, we see that middle lane work with some drivers. I wonder if he's going to try it or how long he's going to wait to try it.
He looks like he has the better car right now, AJ, if you ask me.
Oh, 100%. But the thing is, he's got to get by the 09. And just because you can get to a car doesn't mean you can pass him.
It's another thing to catch a guy, it's another thing to pass him.
I don't know why I just thought of it. Any chance we get a late race yellow? We see something on the level of possible Austin Dillon.
I don't know, but if you haven't won a race this season, very well could be. But I expect
We're closing in on the playoffs, Mike, and people are going to start getting desperate.
they are, but I expect some accountability, a higher threshold than Austin Dillon, if you ask me, here in this series.
Hey, I was just throwing it out there of the probability of possibly seeing.
That is true. That's fair. That is fair.
And it looks like the 09 and 29, while they're keeping roughly about the same distance from each other, they are pulling away from Alan Fox about a tenth a lap. Well, we are under this green flag run for the final time this evening. Under a green flag, we are gonna go side by side and say hello to our sponsors one final time.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The search is over. The most comprehensive oval scoring solution is here. Featuring oval playoffs, adjust drivers per round, custom number of rounds, custom playoff points, provisionals, optional win and you're in, custom playoff displays, rookie championships, optional minimum participation, and load those results in seconds. Visit extremescoring.info today.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
RICMOTECH, high-performance sim racing equipment. There's only one place to go, RICMOTECH.com.
Mike, we have some complete developments on the racetrack. What are you seeing? And wow.
Well, Kyle Miller got hit by the 47 and about spun him. He saved it, and then Josh Vidal sent it in there and punted him in the left rear corner panel and about sent him up racetrack, and Josh just about turned by Caleb for the second time tonight. Now he's getting, oh, he's hard in the wall. My goodness. My goodness.
The 3 wrecks we've had have been them two.
Wow.
And the other one was Michael Thwaite spinning to the inside.
Wow. All I can say is wow, AJ. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Oh.
Heavy hit. I mean, absolutely heavy hit.
And the motor expires on the 26th immediately.
And the 26 is going to be wanting to talk to race control after the race.
I mean, we kind of saw that coming, and I think everybody at home kind of saw it while we were on the side-by-side. Could it be stuff carried over from last night's truck race between the 47, the 26, and the 6?
Yeah, there's some...
For everybody at home, this is all speculation. We're just throwing theory out there.
Yes, we are.
But continue, Mike.
No, I was just going to say, some interesting develops from post-race last night into tonight. So, theorizing everything, of course.
But we are under our 5th caution of the evening, 4th for incident, and 3rd between the 77 and 26. And it doesn't look like they will be going to a Game 7 of incidents this evening because the 26, I think, is actually done. The vehicle has been deemed unfit to hit the racetrack again because I think we heard the motor expire. And there's the 27. I wonder what's going on with the 27. Gary didn't look like he had any damage, but he is... There he goes.
He's talking about a black flag for passing under yellow that's going to be reviewed by race control, and he also got speeding, which he's going to get an EOL.
Almost a trifecta.
So he got the black flag cleared. Race control just cleared it for his passing under yellow, but he will be starting at the rear end of the field for speeding.
Now, less than 20 to go, Mike. Everybody's on fresh tires.
Yeah. Go ahead, AJ.
We are fine to the finish. We don't have to worry about anybody pitting anymore. It's about to get crazy.
Oh, it's about to become chaos territory, like TJ would say on Mondays.
But what'd you have before I unfortunately cut you off?
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. Chaos. Absolute chaos is what I'm expecting.
Absolute chaos corrupts absolutely.
I could see also probably a couple more restarts coming.
Yeah, and with even under caution laps, we could run out of laps really fast.
Tell you one thing, AJ. I know you and I came in tonight and we were thinking, you know, Richmond's not the action track as it used to be, but I think the label's living up to its hype right now, at least tonight.
Absolutely. And it's been a very fun and enjoyable race.
It has been.
There we go. Pace car is off. And a little launch by the 29. Not even close. Oh, there goes the 73.
Oh, Alan Fox sideways. Oh, not too much damage. It doesn't look like. Narolowski in the wall. I think that was Paul Irvin. Paul Irvin went for slide too.
Yeah, it looks like Paul Irvin kind of spun as like a reaction.
I mean, he did a good job not really getting hit until Nate got into him, but
that was just a tap.
It was just a tap. Well, cautions breed cautions.
Yeah, almost synchronized.
Well, it's that time of the race. Money window's open. Guys had 4 first tires. It's time to leave it all out there right now.
Kind of happy I didn't remove the Elite Entertainment caution banner.
You know what the crazy thing is? That's both of our picks that were sideways right there.
I didn't want to bring that up.
Oh, I brought it up. Unfortunately. Broadcast curse claims another.
Yeah, that's a Nunberger. Those were just a couple taps. Both will be able to drive away and continue.
Joe Torres was not wanting to see that yellow because he was checking out like, I'm out, boys.
Yeah, and you don't want to restart more than you need to. Because it just takes one time for somebody to get a better restart than you, and you can be beaten by the time you get to turn 1. Or even out of turn 2. If Senezek can stay to Torres's outside or just even to his back tire to his outside, there's a good chance that 09 makes the pass in 3 and 4. Just with the whole shot coming out of turn 2.
Well, if we get the 1 to go this time by, we'll have 12 laps to go on this restart.
I think we should be having 2 to go this time by, unfortunately.
Well, that's just going to raise the intensity even more if we add another lap here.
Yeah, because I think we're doing about 5 or 6 laps each caution.
And you know what that means. This next restart, it's going to be the same like the last one. These boys are going to be up on the wheel.
There goes the 73 back on the racetrack. He's going to start from that 12th position, and he's going to have about 7 lap pressure tires after that spin.
See if he can make any way up there here, like he did earlier in the race on those 4 first tires.
Well, we're going to find out. See if the 29 is going to take the inside like he's... Like, for the most part, the leader has taken the inside. I think there was one time tonight where somebody took the outside as the leader. As the lights are off, we're gridding it up. We're going to go green with 11 to go left in tonight's race. And just looking at the field, we started tonight with 18. We're down to just 12. And a lot of it has just been getting caught in other people's messes.
That is true. It is. But that pace car is going to make that hard left turn, and here we go, AJ.
Ding, 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 ding. The green flag in the air, and there goes 29. Now, is there a rule about lane changing?
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering that myself, AJ. That could have been a lane change violation. We'll have to see what race control is going to say about that.
It looked like he went to, like, immediately correct it, but it might have been a little too late.
We'll have to see. See if race control says anything.
That'd be such an unfortunate way.
Oh, trouble! Alan Fox, Robinson round. Caution again.
That would be such an unfortunate way to lose a race with a lane change violation.
Alan Fox's good night and has gone from bad to worse.
We're on board with the 29.
We'll have to see what race control says about that. I didn't look as egregious as it did from that turn 3 camera that we had.
There goes the 22 off the 48, and oh! I don't think they actually hit.
If they did, it's very minimal. Oh, looks like something happened with the 47 and the 6 under caution.
Oh, no.
Yeah, a little bit of a brake check. Maybe? I don't know. It's a little awkward right there off of turn 4.
Was it last time by?
It was last time by. Right about there. Oh, you got to go a little bit further. You'd see it.
Yeah, I was just making sure we saw everything. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That definitely looked like a brake check.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like the 47 hit him, and the 6 has plenty of rear end damage already.
Well, AJ.
Hey, look at the 25 of Zimmer. He's got some damage too.
Yeah, he does. But we're single digits on the board now, AJ.
Yeah. Should be going green with at least 5 to go, maybe 6 to go. No, definitely 5 to go. That was stupid of me to say 6 to go, because that would be next time by. It's late, everybody. Both Mike and myself were up very, very late last night for just wanting to see what was going to happen with the election. But yeah, we didn't go to bed until we knew what we were waking up to the next morning.
You went to bed a little bit later than I did. Because as soon as I got called, I was like, I'm done. See ya.
Yeah, goodbye. See you in the morning. But I'm on 2.5 hours of sleep. You're probably closer to about 4 or 5-ish.
5.
Yeah. But I'm happy I don't have to worry about that for another 2 years. Maybe
4 years.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The midterms can get a little hairy too.
But the task at hand, yeah, you do. The task at hand now is 5 laps to go, and it's anybody's race.
And we get 2 green-white checkered attempts, correct?
Yes, we do. Let's hope we don't need them, AJ.
Yeah, well, with how these last couple laps have gone, and this has been an amazing race. It's just once the pay window opens, everybody starts to get nervous.
Here we go.
There it is, the 29 away again. That 6 has nowhere to go. He by far, I think right now, might be the fastest.
Oh, trouble. Caleb Lamb in the grass. No caution yet. He's... Has that number 4 on the night spinning? But we got a battle for the lead.
Yeah, we do. Between four cars. I think that 6 might be the fastest out of the 4 here. But he's just got nowhere to go.
He's running out of time. 3 laps to go. He's going to send it in there under that 25.
Kyle squared in the 25 and the 6. Does the 47 give him a nudge at all?
2 laps
to go. Sticks up in the air as Joe Torres goes underneath the flagman.
We come into turns 3 and 4. We're going to get that white flag sponsored by
the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. Race is official. Through 1 and 2 for the final time, Senezak gets a really nice nice turn. He's going to have one more shot at it. He's not going to get there, and the 29 at Joe Torres is going to win round 7 at Richmond Raceway.
Very nice. Very nicely done. The fireworks are going off in this behind the grandstands.
I didn't actually know that was a thing. Is it really?
Yeah, I have it on my screen.
I want to see. Oh! Everybody trying to show some love to Joe Torres and Mike Robinson and Gary Wells unfortunately get into it together. Now, we will be talking to our podium drivers. We will be, unfortunately, skipping the driver of the number 25 of Kyle Zimmer. Congratulations to him and his team on a very, very good run this evening. Up 8 spots from 11th to 3rd. Congrats to Kyle Miller being the Hard Charger Award, plus 12 from 16th to 4th. But let's talk to our top 2, Mike. I see the 09 is there. I will take the 09 and you can grab our race leader. Bryce, it's AJ and Mike in the broadcast booth. Congratulations on that P2 finish. How does it feel, and what did you need to get to the 29?
I mean, it feels pretty good. We ran up front all night, and it should have been around first or second, I feel like. But 29 got us there on that last pit stop. That kind of hurt me there. I felt like I got in the box about as good as possible, and I had a little bit of a gap coming in. He somehow got out of pit road before I did, and that was kind of what won it for him. If we had like a little bit of a longer run there towards the end, I might have had a shot, but I mean, he was pretty good all night, so congratulations to him.
Bryce, we go to Las Vegas Motor Speedway next week for round 8 of the season. We go from this racetrack to a very fast 1.5 miles out in Las Vegas. What are we expecting from the 09?
As always, man, I want to be competing for the win if I can. Vegas isn't exactly the same as Kansas, but there's a little bit of similar characteristics there. So hopefully, like, I can match well with the setup as well as I did at Kansas, and hopefully try and get another win here.
All right, brother. Well, before we let you go and enjoy the podium finish, tell us about the beautiful sponsors you have on that 09.
All right, shout out to everyone at Xfinity Racing. Shout out Spoiler Diecast, Celsius, Elwood Designs. Shout out to you guys up in the booth for all you do. Ed Morris for all he does with the league, and yeah, I think that's about it.
All right, dude. Great job. Thank you for coming and talking with us, and you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Yep, you too.
All right, Mike, are you ready to talk to the number 1, the winner of tonight's race, the 29
Yeah, let's bring him in here, AJ.
of Joe Torres?
Joe Torres, number 2 on the night in the booth here. We should just call you number 3, for being the 3rd man in the booth tonight. But congratulations on the win there, man.
Appreciate it. Out of breath. I'm so excited.
There you go. Talk to me about your race overall. You had a really fast number 29 machine. You led 91 laps of the 190 laps out there. So give us a rundown on your night.
The rundown was the car was phenomenal. I expected to be quick here because I had this track circled to prove myself to everyone in the field that I'm not only good at plate racing, that I'm good at every track that we can go to, except road courses. Of course, that's something that I'm still working on. But overall, I wanted to make a statement tonight to just say that I'm good at everywhere else. I just wanna prove myself to everybody in the field and just show what I have, because I feel like I wasn't up to par. I feel like I feel like I'm not up to par to run with the primetime guys like Alan Fox and Brett and Zinzak. So hopefully tonight I turn some heads. Hopefully you guys will pick me again when we in the pre-race. That'll be pretty cool if you guys could pick me and actually try to prove your broadcast, the broadcast, what was it called?
The curse.
The curse. Prove it wrong and break that curse for y'all.
Well, me and AJ would definitely have to highly consider that. Is next week we go to Las Vegas, so there's that. We will thoroughly consider that next week in Las Vegas. But as we go to Vegas next week, give me your thoughts on that racetrack out there in the desert.
That track's an awesome track. It's been, I would say, one of the best tracks on iRacing, and I'm looking forward to racing at Vegas because it's one of my favorites, and I enjoy riding the top side, the bottom side, and the middle. So you have a variety of lanes to go. You just got to find which one has the clean air and which one has the fastest lane. I'm looking forward to see what happens with those guys.
Yeah. Well, before we let you get out of here to celebrate this win tonight, is there any sponsors you'd like to mention?
Shout out to Team Conti on the car with Mobile One, that and Joan Cimarino that did the scheme. That was that wins for him. W with the code of Spartan, you can save 10% after your purchase order. Shout out to everybody at Spartan Esports, JTI, and basically shout out to my teammates. Shout out to you guys and RICMOTECH and for bringing such an incredible series. And shout out to everybody that's watching, friends, coworkers, family, everyone. You can tell I'm excited right now.
Hey man, that's good, man. You gotta have that energy, especially when you win a big time race like Richmond, and especially lock you in to the playoffs too, which is another good thing this early in the season.
Absolutely.
well, Joe, let's celebrate the win tonight, and we will catch you next week in Las Vegas. All right?
You got it, Mike. JJ, you did an incredible job at the broadcast. Keep it up, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much.
See ya.
See ya. That was our race winner for round 7 at Richmond Raceway for the XMS RICMOTECH Xfinity series. Mike, take us home.
Well, AJ, while I'm taking us home, are you going to put up the results for the folks at home?
It's like you were reading my mind.
See, that's how good we are on Wednesday nights, AJ.
Joe Torres with the win, Bryce Senezak in second, Kyle Zimmer in third, Kyle Miller fourth, fifth. You have Daniel Krim sixth. It's Paul Irvin, Alan Fox in seventh, Gary Wells in eighth. Ninth goes to Connor Coleman. And rounding out that top 10, it's Mike Robinson. Campiccio, you want to take us the rest of the way?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go 11th, Nate Orlowski. 12th, Caleb Lamb. 13th, Josh Vidal. 14th, Michael Thwaites. 15th, Taylor Bertram. 16th is Adam Capps. 17th is Joshua Gillian. And rounding out the field is Joshua King in 18th tonight.
All right, now take us home, pal.
Well, AJ, that was an incredible race. Richmond lived up to the hype as the action track, if you ask me. And I'm ready to get out to the Desert Southwest, you know. Got a big championship weekend this weekend. And then XMS takes their turns on Tuesday, Wednesday night next week.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow. We will catch you same bat time, same bat place right here on All-Star 15 TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the next broadcast.
RICMOTECH, high-performance sim racing equipment. There's only one place to go, RICMOTECH.com.